I mean, if you make enough powerful enemies, no matter who you are, they can make your life hell. So there had to be some concessions, and I understand that. Overall, I think it's a huge net positive. From where we were under Jack Dorsey in terms of look what he's just did with this January 6th stuff and signal boosting that. You know what I mean? Like that is a monumental thing. Did you see the Stephen voiceover thing?
Just drop this. Oh yeah. Actually, so my chat hasn't seen that. So I just want to.
Oh my God.
I want to play that real quick for you guys because I realize we can actually play this without getting banned.
Yes.
So
yes.
This is
let me
prep
it. Let me prep it for everybody. So Chuck Schumer went on Twitter the other day whining about J6 and Trump's big lies and, all of this stuff. And he made this passionate tweet about how this is so dangerous. And Elon did a quote tweet response to Chuck Schumer. He's like, would you like me to delete this? And this is what he shared. It's the greatest troll I've seen in the longest time. Shout out to Stephen, though. This is beautiful.
This is exactly the type of parody you need. And this is what people whine about. They say, oh, they're trolling us. Trolling you with 100% facts. Watch this, guys. This is actually, let me make sure, because I think I'm boomering this one real quick. Let me make sure I got audio, because this is an audio necessary.
Oh yeah, 100%
clip here. So here we go.
It's funny. There we go.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the U.S. Capitol building. If you've joined us today for the Insurrection, please make sure you pick up a promotional leaflet on the way in. Stay inside the safety cordon.
Literally, entirely inside the bounds of the court, and they're not up here. They're not up here toppling statues. They're not dropping cameras. They're not riding the chandelier. They're fucking walking down the center lane.
At all times, and if you get lost, speak to one of our Capitol police officers.
These are police officers right here, just like chit chatting with them. They're just hanging out. This is not combat. Nobody's fighting these guys or punching. They're just fucking chilling.
It's so good
to point you in the right direction.
Anyways.
And be sure to set aside a little time today to join us for some Insurrection activities, including our photography tour, our fancy dress
once again, cops are right here. Just standing.
Petition and have a go on our climbing wall. But don't forget those safety ropes.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you saw the one of the cop that kind of like pushed the guy over. That one was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I've now received the results of our fancy dress competition. The winner today is Jacob Chansley. That's Mr. Jacob Chansley.
That is the shaman. This is the shaman right here. His reputation just entirely, like, his role in all of this, becoming a meme makes it even worse. Yes. Especially since the cases were pressed against him, right? He was like key and center to that. Doxing him was so important, right? Because he was this central leader that was there burning everything down. This whole building
they made him
on fire,
and they made him the face of this, and now their entire argument is gone. It's over.
Because they did that. They did that,
Yes.
Watch this.
If you could report to your nearest Capitol police officer, they'll be sure to give you your prize, a guided tour of the building.
Right here, look at this guy. He's fucking walking with him. He's not arresting him. Clearly, if he was doing anything wrong, that police officer who has him isolated could just arrest him.
Yep.
There's nothing stopping this officer from arresting him if he sees any probable cause. The fact that he doesn't, it puts a massive presumption of innocence on this dude. And look at this. He's got two cops following him.
Two.
So you got four sets of eyes on this guy. Two sets of eyes. My counting is I don't know, it's off. I'm not. Look, I live in Asia, but I don't got those Asian math skills. I'm just saying. They got all these people watching him, and they still don't arrest him.
It's for me to thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the Insurrection. Wherever possible, please try to clean up after yourselves. Don't forget to visit the souvenir shop on the way out. And feel free to join us on the outdoor terrace for Nancy Pelosi's Insurrection Soiree. Grab yourself a light refreshment and enjoy the music of our very own fancy dress competition winner.
Fucking fucking epic,
dude. So good. So again, it's
so
one thing if
good.
Elon shares that, it's another that he replied to Chuck Schumer with it and says, "Do you want me to delete this?" when he's whining about it. So to answer the question, I mean, it's obviously a net positive for sure. It's not been perfect. And I still don't know ultimately if Elon is someone that you can put all of your trust in per se, but clearly, I mean, I got my Twitter account back because of Elon. So I lost my Twitter account for a year and a half because of Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog, over the whole striking people down over The Last of Us Part 2. They struck my YouTube channel. They struck my friends' YouTube channels.
What'd you say about Abby?
So
What'd you say?
I posted.
What'd you do?
Let me show you exactly.
Yeah. How did you? Show me where you touched. Show me where you touched me on the training.
I'm gonna
show me. Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. Hang on. By
the way, while you're pulling that up, I'll catch the super chat. Okay. Jex Referee says, "Prequel fan here. I survived the Trave shamery that was Kenobi. HBD, Jeremy, but I can't help it. Troll Tide."
Hey, roll tide. Thank you, though. Thank you, prequel fans for life.
Well, so I gotta say, go Gator. So I mean, I'm just saying,
I see a lot of people in chat already know what I'm about to share. So I shared this meme. This was before the game came out. There was a meme. So you remember the picture of Abby after she killed Joel. She's standing there with the golf club and she's looking, super buff and everything. So I posted this meme, and all it was, I just posted the meme and I just said, "Fuck Naughty Dog." That's all I said. This is the meme that I shared right here. And it's a Scott Steiner, Big Abby pump as you hook up, holla if you hear me. So I so I shared this. And it got taken down. The whole thing where they used to if they've taken down, you get locked out of your account. You have to hit OK to agree, and you have to
agree you violated their policy, which is pretty much saying you were wrong, even though you weren't. You were wrong.
So I kept getting mad. So I kept agreeing that I did it just so I could get back in and repost it. And I kept and so I'd repost it every time. Fuck Naughty Dog. Yep, they took it down. You've been locked out. You got to agree. Boom, post it again. Fuck Naughty Dog. I think I did it like 25 times, and then they finally just mass banned my account because I just would not stop saying fuck Naughty Dog. And then it was Muso Entertainment or something, Muso Legal or some bullshit. And so I made video after video. I grifted it. I didn't have an account for a year and a half. I appealed it multiple times. And then the day Elon, like the day that it actually happened, I think it might have been the sync day, the day he brought the sync in. I can't remember. It was interesting because Jay, Drunk 3PO, called me and he told me, he said, "Dude, I appealed my account and I got it back after like 6 months or whatever." He had the copyright thing. So I was like, well, I'm going to try it. And I hit the appeal again. And then like a few hours later, boom, my account. I'm like, holy shit, like everything changed. So it's been a net positive for sure. It's definitely been a net positive.
I think that over the time, like Elon has made it better. And even right now, he made the comment. This is actually a recent one right here from March 7th. Accounts engaged in repeated egregious weaponization of DMCA on Twitter or encouraging weaponization of DCMA will receive temporary suspensions. That said, reasonable media takedown requests are, of course, appropriate when we support it. I think this is a good move. This is an absolutely good move for those that repeatedly want to use DCMA to silence their critics. I think this is something other platforms should employ as well. If you are repeatedly submitting these DCMA requests and they come back and they're all fair use, they're all things that you should have done your due diligence on, you should say, hey, there's going to be repercussions against you for now submitting a false DMCA, which is what the process is supposed to be in the first place.
Yes. I mean, I can't tell you how many times, like Naughty Dog and Muso should have faced severe penalties for what they did to so many of us over The Last of Us Part 2, because we all won our appeals, but those appeals lasted, the process lasted 30 days. So we lost 30 days of ad revenue. We lost 30 days of live streaming. We had very stressful because, I mean, Ryan Kendall had two strikes, and he kept posting because he's like, fuck you, I'm going to keep posting. And he won both of them, but he had to deal with that stress of like, I may lose my channel tomorrow.
Now, you guys had actually, like, I'm thinking about it as a lawsuit terms, there's actual damages. I talked about that with Eliza Blue. I'm like, you guys are content creators that sell stuff. And if you look at your amount of traffic from Twitter and how much your earnings have gone down or views have gone down, you can actually articulate damages. You actually can file a claim over this. This is possible. Now, maybe it's not the smartest thing to do right away. It's not the most cost efficient, but I'm saying, like, this is getting to the point where people are going to have real damages. And one day they're going to hit somebody who has real damages. And that's that court case that goes in, that takes it through, and that changes this fucking law and changes these policies. Because as soon as there's a case on the books, these cucked corporations will change their policies. We just have to actually get it through so they stop doing this bullshit across the board. All social media companies, every single one.
Absolutely. Yep.
So let me talk about